Hello, everybody. Hi. Reef, now why are you mad? You got to know in advance that I was gonna be going streaming. I don't want to hear nothing. Hello, hi. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. Can you believe we're on episode 5? I just looked up, because you see this episode right here? Special episode? I was like, yeah, this is like DLC, isn't it? Like, let me go look up when this happens. I was supposed to play this after playing episode 2. I don't have to play it like that. Obviously, it's a bonus episode. Like, it probably came out later anyways, but... like, damn! Now I have to play that at some point. I missed this entire game. Basically, yeah. We're on the last actual episode. Oh my god, he's so fine. Wait! Oh my god! Chat, do you see what I see? 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 Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't have time to waste. Of course his ass got glasses on. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my gosh. Actually, I'm just gonna click the actual thing just to make sure we can watch the animation again. Thank you for the heart me, Reeve. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Joy, nothing but joy. Feeling my body. I'm so hype. I have to shrink down baby Damien. He's too big. No one can escape their past. The sins we've committed, and the sadness we've caused. No matter how far we run, our past memories, as ever present as the moon in the sky. I have a theory. What is your theory? Oh my god, Apollo's going fucking through it. I want to remind y'all, we really did not discover who the final, actual killer was. We just left off on that fucking cliffhanger instead. It looms in wait for the day when we are forced to face it. But only in doing so can we truly make peace and move on in hope towards tomorrow. I'm so excited. I almost decided to play early so that I could play the whole episode, but I didn't have it in me. I didn't have it in me. I'd have to buy a monster, and I didn't want to spend money. They took Athena from the courtroom, straight to the station. She's probably being questioned at this very moment. That's insane. After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here. But now, Apollo has gone off on his own to seek his own truth. In my pursuit of the truth, only ended up with Athena becoming the new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be. Oh, Trucy. It's even quieter in here than usual. Yeah, it seems so empty, too. I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid. Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least, based on what we know. But now, Athena is the one who's being accused. During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center, the lighter used by the real culprit was found. This lighter proved the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent. But Athena's prints were found on it instead. This has to be forged evidence. Don't forget, we're in that moment. We're during the dark era of law, or whatever the fuck they call it. They say it all the time, but I fucking forgot. Believe that. It has to be forged evidence. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder. The Dark Age of Law. Ugly ass name. But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense. No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Ugh. Where's the flaw in my reasoning? What have I gotten wrong in this case? You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You aren't going to defend Athena, right, Daddy? Of course I will. And thanks, Trucy. I needed that push. Trucy's right. The trial is tomorrow. There's no time to waste. If I'm going to prove Athena's innocence, I'd better get out there and find some evidence. Off we go then. We're on a hunt for evidence that'll prove Athena's innocence. Great. But before we go, I better tidy up the evidence I have on hand. Unnecessary evidence left at office. Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talking to people at the Space Center. Do we get to talk to that fine-ass woman again? Oh my goodness. Okay, good. We still have evidence. If we cleared out all the evidence, I would have been like, that's some fucking bullshit. Oh my goodness. Here you go. Director Cosmos, do you have a minute? Galactic Scooter, full speed ahead! Oh. Director! He scooted away. His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy. Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. It was same day, too. I don't know what you were expecting. I'm gonna be real with you. I hate the new layout for going to places, to be honest. Me too. We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey! Let's go! Innocent King. Oh my goodness. Mr. Starbuck, you've been released? Huh? Yep. And I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You've given me a second chance to fly into space again. I can't thank you enough. Except... what's wrong? I thought he'd be happy to be acquitted. As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes. He saw Athena? I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a big peace sign at me. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday. You know, that sounds like Athena. I can just picture it. Oh my gosh, Athena. But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. Oh! Yeah. Oh my god. She's literally going through it and she still took time to do that. That's crazy. She still took time to try to, like, cheer him on. Despite literally going to fucking jail right now. Oh my god. She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that smile. She held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena. There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Yeah, why did that open? Don't piss me off. Just doing shit. Please, Mr. Wright. You have to make sure she goes free. And then we can put me in prison instead. I don't mind. We can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you. I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Apollo has a fine boss to look up to. I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum. What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing? I haven't the foggiest idea. So, there never was gonna be a launch that day. Not from the beginning. They keep talking about budget cuts. I don't think they have enough money. I don't think they have enough money to do this shit. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Like, they kept talking about budget cuts prior, so I think that they never really had the money to do it in the first fucking place, to be honest. And I think Clay was in on it, but the killing probably was not. Like, no way. I wonder if Clay knew. I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed that you went to the board when you went to board the rocket. It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. But I guess that's about how it goes. When you're worth less than space debris. Is he going to be alright, Daddy? His expression looks as dark as a black hole. Well, that's just how he is. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer? Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all. Yeah, I guess it was a little too much to hope for. Oh my gosh. Hey, I heard something from the police though. They said they never did find a .10 caliber gun down at that trash chute. Just as I thought. The culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped. So, was the person you saw holding a gun Mr. Starbuck? Who was the person you... I don't know what the fuck she said. I'm not gonna go back. Ooh. I couldn't really tell. But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female? Tall or short? I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless. You are, yeah. When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see. The door. Yes. As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape. The door to Launchpad 1, right? Yeah, except right now, the door leads to the Space Museum. You mean the Launchpad and the Space Museum are switched right now? Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court. So they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's behind that door now. Are we gonna go through there? Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us? Sure, just let me have my print scanned here. Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot? Back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads around at times. But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right? Right, because quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money. I hear you. Times sure are tough. Daddy, let's go check out what's behind that door. Sure, let's go. Hey, why don't I come along? I could show you around. Oh, Lord, here he go. Oh, clue! Immediately. Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here. Maybe they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes. There are lots of trees around the Space Center. She's right. It's a modern, state-of-the-art building. It's surrounded by it's surrounded by trees. But I don't know. If they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on. Maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corridor, and they came in that way? Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know. Here, let me get comfortable. So this is another one of those devices for opening the door, huh? Yep, but this one doesn't require fingerprint verification. Just hit the button and open sesame. So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either? That's right, Trucy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints. When they escaped out of the Space Museum corridor and onto Boarding Lounge 2, oh, I skipped that. I didn't even fucking read that. My bad. Me reading it to myself and then not fucking saying anything. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. And I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. Wow, Nomi. Sorry! Sometimes I'm a little forgetful. My bad. So we're done talking to him? Is there anything we can show him? Do you know anything about this piece of evidence? No, sorry. I'm so useless. No, it's alright. There's no need to get all depressed. Useless bastard. You were right. You suck. Oh my god. Terrible. He out here trying to, trying to shit on himself. No, you were right. You suck. You're awful. Piss me off. Completely useless being. Sighing myself. Wasting my freaking time. It changed out here. Dang, Nomi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. I should be kind. Oh! Catch the wretch who sullied my good name. Reverse course and full speed away. Director Cosmos, wait! I'll handle this, Daddy. Take that! Ooh! Did she just tackle? God, the mobility system has been compromised! Trucy's knife throw. Knife throw? Knife throw? Trucy's knife throw was a direct hit to one of his tires. And the streak continues. Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what trick she's been practicing. My dear old battleship, we fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor. Daddy, he looks like he's going to blow that thing up. Oh my god. Nah, Hey, but all that button will do is make it go haywire again. Oh. Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably. Finally. Yeah. Wasting my damn time, old ass. Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why. I'd like Director Cosmos to tell us why. Why he switched the 2 launch pads to begin with. Please, I can't. I exercise my right to remain silent. But I will say, my hands were tied. I was only doing what I could to keep my men from getting caught in that blast. Was this meant to be, I wonder if this was supposed to be like an insurance thing, so that they could get a bigger budget, like get some money back, get renovations or something. Because it seems like he was in on the bombing. Like, I'm not crazy, right? The way that he talks, he seems to be in on the bombing. He just didn't want his men to get hurt. And now it's ended up with one of his men fucking dying, but whatever. The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed, and I've been taken prisoner! Here comes the fucking chains, yeah. Golly! No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. Looks like I'll have to undo his psych logs if I want to get to the bottom of this. What a waste of my time. What a waste of my freaking time. Let's try it.
Take that!
Oh, thank you for the roses, Astra. I appreciate it. I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the 2 launch pads. I refuse. You can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone. I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now, let's see. Where to start? This is how you explained your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it... to save the astronauts? Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket, far away from the actual explosion. My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them boarding a fake rocket without them noticing? I agree. You can have done it without help. I feel like Clay was involved. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the Space Museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. Yeah.
Take that!
You must have gotten Mr. Turan to help you. Ugh. He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum. Someone please help this boy, prisoner of war! How was he able to spin around like that? Let's go, 1 down! If you really wanted to save the lives of the astronauts, if you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch? If I could have done that, do you think I would have gone to all that trouble? I guess he must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. But how did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident? Well, that's because I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure that my astronauts' safety. But it was just a warning. It could even have been a prank. Why did you believe it so completely? Because I went to one of those mediums that everyone is talking about these days. No, I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. Besides, I thought it was you, yourself, that got the warning via telephone. Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see? AKA a regular old telephone. It's been a while. Planning another launch? I see you haven't learned. You haven't learned! I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call. The bomber said it's been a while? And that was enough to make you take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before? Is that what happened to the other one? Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. The Hat One Miracle. That epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as a heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few knew about the previous plot. So when the caller said it's been a while, you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real and it wasn't a prank. Gah! Did anyone ever tell you to go easy on the ex-servicemen? Thank God I'm not playing this. Why not? Devin, you be talking like how this game talks, because that word, I would have to sit there and fucking Google that shit. It would have pissed me off so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Just thought of the longest words you knew. That's crazy. Yes, that one miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight. Sabotage. Murder. So this is the ugly truth behind that Hat One miracle. Let my guard down, and I thought the saboteur had been caught, and that the case was closed. Huh? Wait a minute. The murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. This must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. No fucking way. No fucking way. Y'all, am I about to be tweaking out? Am I about to be tweaking out? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm scared. I'm gonna press the button. Oh my goodness. So he's falsely accused. Bro has spent all these years in, oh my god. Oh my goodness. So he's been in jail for like 7 years for no fucking reason. Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in a case that happened there 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought he committed both crimes. But, well, Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars. You got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Yeah, sir, I get if you thought that he really did it, but you still ain't say shit. You still let this man be behind bars? That's crazy to me. Oh my god. Realizing that, you were shaken. The true culprit's been running free all this time. Blessing know me for the family. Oh my gosh, hello Ketchup's family. Hi everybody. Oh my gosh. Hi Ketchup's wall of ukuleles. Ketchup's family wall of ukuleles, I should say. Yeah! How do you keep seeing straight through me? my goodness. This is crazy. And the reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat 1 miracle. The sabotage and murder that happened at the Space Center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding. If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads... Oh, black and white, it's the past. Oh my gosh. We'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago. 7 years ago? You mean the so-called Hat 1 miracle? I wish it would turn into anime again. I don't want to read. The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, then the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme. So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental. Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Wow! I had no idea such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism.
Just like Among Us? This is sick. Oh my goodness. All that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. So, you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage? At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy.
A spy? You mean someone who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions? And always gets the girl?
Someone's watching way too many late-night movies. Hey, Phoenix! That's you, that's your kid! I wonder who could stop that. Phoenix thinking, like, the way Phoenix thinks reminds me of, like, you remember those Joe Biden tweets where he'd be like, oh my god, this is awful, someone had to do something about this, and he's the fucking president? Like, yeah, Phoenix, that's you. You're supposed to be watching that, you're supposed to be doing that. You're the one that controls when she goes to bed, buddy. Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all. What did I miss? The last half hour? You missed 34 minutes. Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage. The same MO as this time. Yes. And here I thought the perpetrator had been caught. But it looks like I was wrong.
Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think?
Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same thing? But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government. Ooh. Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy. Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation? They did indeed. And then, to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story. Who's surprised? Raise your hand if you're surprised. Corrupt-ass system. Who the hell is surprised? All this awful-ass fucking law. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm back. Welcome back. And that was the Hat One miracle, wasn't it? But then, 7 years later, the same MO. Advanced warning of sabotage. That must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. "7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the pads, wasn't it?" "That's right. The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder. And they said, 'You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?' I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me. 'We won't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor.' And now a young man is dead. That's crazy. All because the government wanted to go through with it, despite knowing how serious this shit is. That is crazy. Oh my god, that's fucking wild. It was quite a moving speech, actually." Moving? Really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points. "But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant the danger was very real. I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene." "First, I snuck into the center the night before there and switched the launch pads. That way, astronauts would go from boarding lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then, I put a closed for repair sign at the door to Launchpad 1 in the boarding lounge 2. You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do?" "I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Turan. But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it? He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret. I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until..."
Clay's murder, huh?
"After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out, but after all that effort, Turan is dead, and the Hat 2 is destroyed. And the Hope capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast. My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for!" Wait, what did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in the blast? I thought the Hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Turan. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with that asteroid sample inside. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them? The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Turan's murder. The capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1. But I gave it to Turan before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that, with it safely in Turan's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the staged miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway.
But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launchpad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence. It was the courtroom bombing from the... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. Doesn't that information seem just a little too important just to keep around like that? Am I tweaking? Like, I feel like, yes, it's evidence in court, but it's super important. Like, they should not have had it in a courtroom. Maybe a picture of it. But the physical thing, they could go get it if they absolutely needed it, but aside from that, it should be kept in evidence at least. Yet another casualty of that blast. Mind you, that other casualty is a real living human being woman. Like a living, breathing woman that died. We talking about fucking rocks off of space. Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads. What? How? Police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today. A bug aboard my battleship. A tap on my advanced communication system. A wire on that phone? Yes. A wire on this very phone. I used this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launch pad switch. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion. And planted the bomb then. Yes. Oh, yes. If they were tapping your phone, they definitely could have pulled something like that off. So you really think the same spy is behind this incident and the one 7 years ago? Here's the thing. If this was like, okay. As they say, they're saying like they think it's the same person, right? What's it called? If they think it's the same person, if they think it's the same like person that did the crime and everything, wouldn't she have been fucking 11 during the first one? Do they really think she was 11 walking around like stabbing people or whatever the hell happened to the other person that died? Like, come on now. Like, I want them to be so logical right now. Well, Athena's prints were on the thing. Okay, but they think it's the same person. She would have been 11 the first time that shit happened. Yes, I'm sure of it. Then the spy must be the Phantom Prosecutor Blackwell has been chasing. But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even now, even still. They just love accusing our assistants. Like, literally, we damn near done everybody. We did Phoenix. We've done, there was Maya. We've done Maya, Phoenix. Wasn't Emma in the first trilogy also an option too? Or am I tweaking? I'm pretty sure Emma was one too, right? Or, So Emma, Maya, Phoenix. What's it called? Who else? Who am I missing? Oh my god. We done a little bit of everybody. We still got people in line. We got Apollo in line. This continues in the other games too, actually. Oh my god. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center too.
So if we can find this Phantom...
That's right. We can clear Athena's name. And then there's the matter of the Prosecutor Blackwell too.
What about him?
Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as the current incident, it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though.
I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in court without handcuffs. If we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in.
Oh my goodness, my Shayla, of course you're coming. It's all over for me. Spin, spin, whirl, whirl, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed. Grandpa, did you take your medication today?
Do you think he's going to be alright, Daddy?
Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there that he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat One mission, too. If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat One exhibit there. Don't mind me. I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds.
It's like he achieved spiritual enlightenment or something.
Yeah, what the fuck happened? We were just talking to you, dude. Apollo and Trucy know they're siblings, right? I don't think they do, no. It was left as, like, I think it was left for, their mother to tell them that she's, like, alive and that they're related or whatever. I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go to the Space Museum. Now, I talked about it in the server a little bit, but I was like, I know for a fucking fact. Like, Phoenix, why the fuck would you not tell them that they're siblings? Thank God Trucy wasn't one of those teen girls that end up having a fucking crush. Like how, like, it was insinuated that Maya had a crush on Phoenix in the other game, and it was, like, Pearl fucking talking about, oh my god, there's a crush. Thank God Trucy is not one of those fucking people. Oh my god, could you imagine? I know for a fact, when Phoenix was in the room, and Apollo and Trucy were interacting, and Trucy was like, you're like a big brother to me. Oh my gosh, you're like my big brother. Da-da. I know Phoenix was like, oh! Like, I know Phoenix for a fact. He was like, oh, thank God. On the inside. I know for a fact. Oh my God, the relief he must have felt. Because he did not tell them shit. He didn't tell them anything, dude. Insane. Who's gonna tell him? Not us, apparently. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Apollo didn't even fucking know his mom his whole fucking life. And he has to go another, like, how many years? It's been over 20 years already for him, bro. Could you imagine? And then you find out that this boss, this person you're really close to, knew the fucking whole time? That's insane. He knew the whole time and just didn't tell him? I would be so hurt. I would be so upset. Oh my god. Trucy already adopting as a brother? Exactly. Took him in immediately. Immediately started being annoying younger sister.
Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago?
There. That's the Hat One exhibit.
Oh, wow. Look at that photo of the team.
Oh, they gave him a fake jacket. It was the girl on the right. It had to be. She's the only one we haven't met, right? It had to be her that got murdered. Oh my goodness. Look how happy. Look how happy Miss Blackwell is. Blackwell. Oh my god. Before she got them evil ass opinions. Had to be. What's it called? I think she died. She had to have died. There's Clay and Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Ulrich Blackwell, and even Ponko. But I've never seen the woman on the right before. Yeah, she definitely got her shit rocked. Absolutely.
Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos.
Let's check out the newspaper article, too. Hat One launch imminent. And there's a photo of the Hope space probe. I guess it's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or sabotage.
They really were trying to keep it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at that jacket.
It must be the Hat One team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo has been wearing. The one that belongs to Clay.
Actual jacket worn by Hat One team member, it says.
Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. No, I think that's what they were fucking murdered in, probably. It was 100% her. She is not around. Hello? Oh, Miss Woods, what brings you here?
I heard Tina got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here at the scene.
You must be so worried, but rest assured, I'm going to do my very best to defend her.
Tina's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her.
Huh? You mean the Cosmos Space Center?
What? You didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl.
Guys, I'm gonna say something, and Fourth Wall is probably gonna give it away when I say it. Is that woman her mom? Is that woman that 100% was murdered? Was that Athena's mom? It has to be. That has to be. Because if she was living here, and she has, like, really bad memories, like, traumatic experience, that was probably her mom, wasn't it? L is crazy. I didn't mean to say L. L. Oh my god, it's just like, still got my mom. L.
She used to live here when she was a little girl.
She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail?
Tina's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that.
Well, why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility?
I don't really know. But I do know that she lived and worked here. So Tina lived here too.
So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it.
She probably didn't want to talk about it. And this place is connected to a very sad memory for her.
A sad memory? Can you tell me about it?
There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago.
In the same time frame as the Hat 1 launch.
Tina's mom, in the robotics lab, she was murdered.
I fucking knew it. It's her. It's her in that picture. It has to be her in that fucking picture. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't want to be right. But I mean, we haven't met the girl. We didn't meet her. She wasn't even like hinted towards being around. Like there was no like, oh, this other person's here, and we just didn't meet her. She was like only in that picture. Oh my god. Look at Fourth Wall's like little emoji in the chat. Fourth Wall was biting their tongue hard. I know that for a fact. Fourth Wall was not gonna speak.
What? After it happened, Tina stopped coming to school.
Poor Athena. And all this time, she never let on about it.
I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her.
Oh, that's why they haven't spoken in 7 years. That's crazy.
But I never saw her again.
Oh my god.
After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years.
So the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case?
That's right. I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy.
God! No, I didn't mean to click this again! Shut up, shut up! I didn't mean to click this again! Fuck! Stop, stop! Oh my god, I didn't mean to click that again! Get off the screen! Stop! Stop! I don't care! Stop! I just read this! Where's the skip option? This is sick! Hurry up! You're in Home Depot right now! Oh my god! What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home. That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it. She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions.
Oh my god, empath.
When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around.
It must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices. Oh, she was a baby!
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
Huh? I wonder what kind of research it was. Oh, she's so me. I always have my headphones on when I'm in public, but it's because I don't want men to talk to me when I'm on the bus.
Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories. Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here in the Space Center. Ugh, Daddy! Show her that picture.
Atta girl, good idea. Miss Woods, could you take a look at this for me?
Oh look, there's Athena's mom.
The woman on the far right. Oh!
The woman on the far right. The one in the kimono. That's Dr. Matisse Sykes.
Matisse? Matisse? No, no. Hold on. Métis. It's like Métis. Métis. Okay.
The one on the far right. The one in the kimono. That's Dr. Matisse Sykes.
Athena's mother's murderer. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Het 1 launch?
What? Why, yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered. So this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean that the crime Prosecutor Blackquill was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? That will also explain why he was there, because he's related to Aura Blackquill. So he was probably there with his sister. His older sister too. Oh my god. Is the murder of Athena's mother? There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is?
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her. So we need to investigate the robotics lab. And also talk to Athena. We've got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day's through.
The detention center first, then. We have to see Athena before visiting hours are over. Well, as if it isn't Mr. Lawyer. Fancy meeting you here. Hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business? To tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted tonight. The one behind the courtroom bombing incident? He suddenly said he's ready to tell the truth about that case. And what he was saying was so incredible. I just had to come right over to hear more.
Incredible? What was he saying?
Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself? Really? Us? Are you sure? I'll give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now. Ugly ass man. They let him have his technology? You, what nerve you have to come here. You're here to laugh at me, I suppose. I'd waste my breath on you. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital. Violence? No. Question? Okay. No violence? Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him. Fine. Just answer me this, Mr. Tenate. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up? No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room.
What are you talking about? Who else could have been there?
I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. And this person was there and witnessed the murder I committed. What? I don't know who it was, but that's who blew up the courtroom.
You expect us to buy that?
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psych locks, so I guess he must not be lying. Pardon me, I got a little carried away, but I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb. And there you have it. We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're going to do a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it. We haven't found any new facts yet, though. Sometimes I forget that, like, obviously if a bomb goes off, there's gonna be pieces left of it. Like, I just forget that all the fucking time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wow. They've laid it all out, piece by piece. Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them. Uh-oh. Looks like his geek switch has been activated. Nope. Well, I remember, too, because I just took a look at the time. I looked at the date, too, because it's right underneath. So, I'm going to have, like, 2 more stream days before I go into, New York, so I'm gonna be gone for like the 7th. I'm gonna be gone the whole 7th. I might do a stream. If I do a stream, it's gonna be a drawing stream. It's not gonna be an Ace Attorney stream for sure. And on the 9th, I'm probably just not gonna stream at all. What's it called? Because I'm gonna be on a 12-hour like train ride, so I'm not gonna fucking be here. By the way, so if you were wondering, the 7th and the 9th, there will not be a stream on the 9th, and the 7th is only a possibility, but just assume there's not going to be a stream. If I stream, I stream. If I don't, I don't. Ugh. I thought her dad would have brown hair just like her. Phoenix adopted her. She's adopted. And her dad does not look like her. Phoenix probably look more like her dad than her dad does. Her dad does not look like her at all. He didn't even put up a fight. His genetics did not fucking fight at all. At all. Crazy. That man's genetics straight ass. Straight poop out the bum. Mind you, he's melanated. He has dark black hair. Like, oh my god. She didn't get a single feature. She looks just like her mom. Straight up. Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning. Anything but that. Carbon copy, literally. Oh my goodness. I wonder if Apollo is a similar situation. Like, I mean, at least his daddy fought a little bit. That's crazy. I don't know what his dad looks like, but I can only assume that just a little bit. Is Phoenix dating her mom? No. Her mom was considered dead at the time that he adopted her. But it turns out that she's still alive, but she had memory loss. So she was, like, gone for over 7 years. I'm afraid I have to be off now, too. I was just kidding about... oh my god, what the fuck was I saying? I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
You're going to see Athena now?
That's right. Oh, did you folks want to come see her? Sorry for the trouble, but you come back... Could you come back later? Well, off I go. Look at him go, asshole. We have to talk to her. What bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning is over to see her.
And after we came all this way, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Oh my god. They just dragging us wherever, dude.
So this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it looked like...
Oh my god, let me drink some more water. Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate that.
So, this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge.
And where people were directed to evacuate from via the emergency ladder. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. Speaking of someone who works with robots, is she gonna be in here?
Daddy, look! Over there!
Da-da-da-dun-dun. Oh! Apollo. Okay. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule. Is that right?
Yeah, more or less.
Da-da-da-dun-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-dun.
Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Apollo and Elmer Blackwell? Wonder what they're talking about.
Well, come to spoil our fun. Just when I was enjoying our alone time.
Apollo, were you pulling? That's crazy! Hello? Aura, calm down, first of all. You definitely knew him since he was a teenager. You need to bring it down, just a little bit. Bring that energy down. Because don't forget, he was coming to the space station since he was like 16. Apollo might be pulling... Apollo is not interested right now. He's trying to get justice for his friend. Well, come to spoil our fun. Just when I was enjoying our alone time. Trucy and Mr. Wright. How much you want to bet it wasn't even right like that? He probably was like, Trucy! And Mr. Wright. Dude, like, that's crazy. Damn. I'm trying to help. Fuck. If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own. And I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate this lab. Well, this is my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping. That's okay. Understood, ma'am. I heard about the trial. I made mincemeat of the director. And suddenly Starbuck was out, and your little subordinate, the princess, was in. Case closed, and they all live happily ever after.
Daddy, say something to her!
And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right? The princess, huh? I guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena is innocent. Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo? I don't know yet.
Apollo, how could you?
Apollo! Get it together, man. What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you, or should I say, former subordinate. What if she's the killer? Maybe. I don't know. Something's off here. I'm not enjoying it. I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena? Whew. All this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk.
Mr. Turan, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Turan? But that's Apollo you're talking to. Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost.
Mr. Turan, how are your injuries? Mr. Turan? Mr. Turan, how are your injuries? Mr. Turan?
I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her, too, of course. A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium. Sorry, but apparently scientists don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena, no matter what you have to say about it. She's too fine. She gotta be the killer. They have to nerf her in some way. She gotta be the killer. Girl, don't worry. I'd visit you in prison. It's fine. It's fine. I can forgive you. I'm not gonna lie. But you gotta go to prison. If you did that shit, whew. How perfectly foolish. The kind of blind belief that makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago? Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return? I'd like to hear about that incident too. It'll help me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case too? Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo. Come on, hunk of junk. You tell this. Oh, I got the hiccups. Oh no! Not while I'm streaming. I got the hiccups yesterday too. Hold on. What if it was her and Simon covered for her? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try that again. Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo. Come on, hunk of junk. You tell the story.
But, Miss Aura, that's private information.
If you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk. Oh no, is she gonna... Oh god! I feel so bad for this robot. No, she has to be evil. There's no way.
Yeah, yes. Who cares about personal privacy? Not me. I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information.
Clonko. Oh my god.
Wow. What a magic trick. He's like a completely different robot now. The bodies of all the robots that come through this lab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then.
Yikes. Better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled, Clonko.
And then, our hearts were created by that great genius, Mr. Matey Sykes.
I think that's what it was, Matey Sykes. Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing?
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Matey transcend humans. Yeah.
Matey. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. She got a picture on there? Are y'all kissers? Did y'all kiss each other? What's going on? Nobody could continue Matey's research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. Now the two navigation companions are all that are left of Matey here on Earth. The robots that are all that's left? Isn't she leaving out a very important someone? Yeah, her fucking child? What is your problem? Fuck! We built the ultimate creations together. But now she's gone. I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter. And almost as much as she loved you. Apollo said, I know a girl kisser when I see one. What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
Miss Aura, would you like a tissue?
Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk. Ooh! Clonko wanted to help. Why are you so mean to him? Oh my god.
Clonko is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better.
Tala! What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain. And I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't exactly in their bodies. What do you mean by that?
The program Métis wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals.
Oh my god. That word doesn't want to come off my lips.
So I can do anything I want to them.
No, but she's cunt as fuck. I can't lie. Like, I absolutely can't fucking lie. Like, her design is so fucking cunt. Why is she so mean? She's a little too mean. Like, I was into it at first. I was like, okay, we a little mean girl. I see you. We're a little cruel. And then she got, like, meaner. I was like, oh. Oh, okay. I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things. Yeah, no. I'm gonna be so real. Do you ever see those, like, people that are talking to, like, character AI and they're, like, really nasty and mean to the character AI? Like, I be side-eyeing them. Like, I know they're not real people, but why? You're strange. You're strange. Being toxic and abusive to them. I be side-eyeing you. Like, I don't know. You might be a little evil. You have some darkness in your soul. I'm not gonna lie. Like, girl, why are you hitting the fucking robots? Beating the shit out of them. Like, I remember when I was a little kid, I used to be really nice to them because I thought they were sentient. I mean, I'm still pretty nice, but I mean, like, I used to, like, I'd be like, hey, Siri, I love you. Thank you for helping me. Like, because I thought that they could feel it. I thought they understood. And then I watch people now, and they're so nasty and mean to them. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Being mean just to be mean is such a red flag. I'm saying.
But why are you people looking into such an old case now, anyway?
Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case.
So Daddy's gonna find out who killed Dr. Sykes too.
I'm sure you're aware of who Métis' killer is. Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell, or so it seems.
That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it?
I can't say anything for sure right now. That's exactly what why I'd like to hear your side of it. To help me be sure.
I was the one who introduced Simon to Métis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court.
Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique.
Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it. Rather than a teacher-student relationship, he treated her more like how a loyal samurai would treat his...
sovereign? I don't know how to say that word. I'm dumb. Don't forget, guys.
Huh?
He seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me.
He even got along well with that miserable little princess. Why do you call Athena the princess anyway?
Well, she is Métis' daughter. After all, although she's nothing like her. Besides...
doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around? Now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Aura yesterday.
It all makes sense now. She's a fucking bitch, that's why. Damn.
And so the culprit behind the two cases should be the same, huh? That settles it then.
What does it settle?
None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are you people going to hang around in here, anyway? What? We came here to take a look around.
You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me your search warrant.
We're not the police, so we don't have one.
Then get out, now!
Glunko, show them out. Certainly, Miss Aura. Ouch! Don't push! My apologies, I'm just following orders.
Duh. Unhand me, bot. Oh my, I feel so bad for Klonko. Klonko said, I'm sorry, I gotta. This is my 9 to 5. Oh my goodness. Klonko doesn't have a choice, guys. Don't be mad at him. What a way to get shown out.
The nerve of that woman! What's with that horrible attitude?
I guess that's just how she is. Klonko doesn't get paid enough to gaff. Klonko doesn't get paid at all. The only thing he eats for lunch is a knuckle sandwich. She probably beats the shit out of him. She mean as hell to him. He doesn't get paid. He doesn't get lunch breaks. He doesn't get happiness, joy. He doesn't get free time. He is working 24/7.
And why was Apollo going along with her?
I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo lost Clay, just like how Aura lost Dr. Sykes.
I'm really worried about him. He's not like himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that.
I guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky? He is. Silly little guy. He's a silly guy. He's not meant to be like this. He's meant to be a Sonic. He's not meant to be a Shadow. I'm worried about him. I guess that's true.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Hey, wait, Trucy! Come back! She's gone. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. I guess I'll go back to the office. Alone. Hi, Roman. Phoenix walking around. You know that one meme where it's like Chad versus Virgin, and then the Virgin is like walking away head down? That's us right now. That's Phoenix right now. Going back to the office alone. Nobody by his fucking side. Well, here I am. This office has never felt so empty. I guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And then, for a while after that, she was always by my side. Maya! Maya! Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. Huh? There's something on the floor. What's a letter doing here? Hey, Nick. It's been a while, huh? Miss me? I know this handwriting. Oh my god!
I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom? That must have really been something. Although, weird is par the course for with you.
I think she, or whatever paper she's reading, is a little off on the details.
I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part in my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I sent. I'm sure they'll cheer you right up.
Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Maya. It's as if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Oh my god, Maya! She's in 2D too! A little lazy, I'm not gonna lie. They didn't even make her a 3D model. Crazy. Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. How old is she now? She's an adult! She's grown up, holy shit! She's like a grown adult. Oh my god, she was like what, 17? Oh my god! She's in her 20s! Holy shit! She's like 24! She's older than her sister got to be. What? See, you almost made me say something that would have got my life taken down. I was about to be like, what if I... And then I was like, let me stop myself before I get my life taken down. Naomi. And this Megatalma I used on Cyclops. Maya's the one who gave it to me. If you guys weren't here, I played the entirety of the first Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games. I didn't put the first game, but I did put up all the other games on YouTube. So you didn't get to see the first game, but Maya was with us for so long. We love Maya. But I wonder how this letter got here. She should be about 25, 26, I think. No, yes, she should be. She should be like 25, going on 26. Because, I'm thinking of the last game of Apollo Justice, but that was a year ago. You have a YouTube account? Yeah, it's on my Linktree.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah! It's you, Pearls. Oh my god, you're so big! Oh, fuck! Oh my god! What the fuck? What is going on? Are we crashing out? Like, what's happening? She's not even listed. I can't even see how old she is now. How old should she be? She's like what? She's like what? 13, 14? Oh my god! How old is she now? Pearl! I used to give her such a baby voice. She's so big now. I don't know if I can do... can I even do that voice anymore? I remember it. Faintly. I'll try it again.
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
This is Pearl Faye. Though I call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin, who's also a culprit, who's also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. Yeah, she's really fucking powerful. She was 8 years old. Oh my god. She's like... She's 16? That's crazy! You are not 16! Oh my god. Her and Trucy are the same age? Oh my god. That's crazy. Me aging rapidly as I see her in this state. Oh my god. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did you?
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different.
She's even further off on the details than Maya. I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls. But there's a lot going on.
Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick. Did you read the postscript on the letter?
No? There's more? Yeah. Here it is. P.S.
I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearlie said she would come help you. Isn't she sweet?
You'd better thank her. So that's what you're doing here. That's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Maya and Pearls. Thanks to these two. I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls. They were like... Pearlie, do you sense that? And she was like,
I do, Maya.
And then they turned around, they're like, Phoenix is depressed. They're like, let me write a letter. They used their little powers. They said something. Something's off. Oh my god. I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I want to whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn more about his case. With the trial still going on, they must be holding him down at the detention center. Oh, my Shayla! My Shayla! Oh, God! I mentally can't handle this. Why would they do that to me? Back to back, too. Back to back is insane. That's wild. Oh, my God. Y'all don't understand. She was like half the height that she is now. Oh, my God. She's growing into her big-ass forehead. That's crazy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, look at her forehead. No, because her forehead used to be big as fuck. Y'all don't understand. Y'all are laughing. Her forehead was like double the size it is now. She grew into it. 17! What if I fainted? What if I fainted like right now? Like what if I actually fainted and then the live was just dead silence? Like, are you serious? Oh my God. She's the same age as Maya at the start. Good God. That's crazy. I'm losing my fucking mind. There's people that have never been in this live before. They're like, fuck. Oh my God, Jesus. I'm sorry, newcomers. I apologize. Well, look who's here. I wonder what they're talking about. All this time and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray. Is it just me, or did the gray on his hair expand? I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. Miss Blackwell, you don't think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be 7 years officially tomorrow. That's why he's so upset. Is it just me, or did his shit expand? There's no way. Am I tweaking? Did the white on his hair get bigger? No, I'm looking up a picture of him. Please don't piss me off. Simon Blackwell. Yeah, no, that's much bigger. It's definitely bigger than these pictures that I'm seeing right here. Like, his other images. That is... Oh my God, it really is. Because you see that one, like, little curled off spiky part on the top left area, the first one? That was black. That whole section was black originally. So yeah, it got much bigger. Holy shit. I didn't even notice that until right then and there. Oh my God. That's insane. Oh my God. When there's no tomorrow? What is she talking about? We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down. Alright. Fine. I see you're just not going to listen, no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Do as you please. See if I care. That must have been so fucking awkward because he has to sit through that. He's in charge of him. He has to watch him. Wow, I could cut the tension with a katana. Right, Stoner. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning. What? Oh, yeah, he did. You bounced back to business quick. Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was just the thing to do. It was the just thing to do. Oh my God. But as a result, Psych Stoner was arrested. Was that the just thing to do, too? Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to find her and prove her innocence. I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you. Right, Dono. This is blade-proof glass, right? You need to calm down. Look at his big-ass head on them shoulders. You need to calm down. Out here looking like a skunk. Turning into black and white, monochrome fucking Todoroki. Prosecutor Blackwell, We're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for someone you call the Phantom of 7 Years Past, aren't you? You villain! Where did you hear about that? This glass is absolutely positively blade-proof. Right? Why would y'all let him have a fucking blade in the first place? Fuck. Am I tweaking? What is his problem? Hey, Nomi, I gotta go. Oh, bye, Astro. Thanks for stopping in. No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single Oops. Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you? God! The guest is leaving! Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me! The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases. I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Sykes Stoner's mother away from her. I destroyed her life. Prosecutor Blackwell. God, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you! He's not telling who it is. There he goes. No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackwell! What are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer? There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you a little more about that old case? Well, I guess it wouldn't make any difference now. What would you like to know? I know something, ... See, Nori... I know something. Like, out here with secrets. Guards! Don't let Nori speak no more. Protect us from spoilers. We can't risk it. Nori knows something. The knower. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted? A little. The police called the incident the UR1 incident. Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red kind of like your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you. I don't want to think about that one. There were two decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. Two pieces of evidence, huh? What were they? Let's see. First was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time. He was the only one to use the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime. I don't know why my brain wasn't loading that. Oh my goodness. Is this like? Can somebody tell me if this is like a full thing? Or is this just gonna be like one investigation and one trial? Because if that's the case, I'll do everything all together. Like seriously, I will. Can somebody tell me right now? Is this just like one little trial thing? Noise muted? Ketchup, thank you. It's pretty long, I think. Ooh. The only one, huh? Ouch. That does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage? Sorry, I don't have it with me right now. I guess I'll have to see it some other time. 7-year-old video added to the court record. Oh my gosh. What if I finish this round, start up my laundry, go to the store, buy a monster, and come back? Ow! Maybe Maybe. And what was the second piece of evidence? This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. He even fined from behind. I'm pissed. Their parents were cooking up a storm. Their parents said, "Fuck yeah!" They were dropping fucking, what's it called? They were dropping fucking crazy shit in that stew they were cooking up. What the fuck? How both of y'all fine? Fine as fuck too. His sister is fine as shit. Oh my goodness. And him? Look at him from behind. Oh my god. Piss me off. I'm actually getting angry now. They got SS tier. They got SS tier fucking children. That's crazy. They like hardcore pulled. That's insane. See? And there he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. That doesn't mean that he fucking killed her. He's just holding the katana. What if he walked in and she was dead? Hello? What if he walked in and she was dead and he was like, holy shit! And whoever the killer is took that picture. Did they ever think about that? Do they care? Probably not. Putting a gotcha system in genetics. I mean, that kind of is. As the victims kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture. Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away. She had a thing for Japanese culture. First, I thought she was Japanese. I'm not gonna lie, because they had her in the kimono. That's crazy. Is she just like... Is she on her, like, weeaboo core? Like, what's going on? He met with her as his mentor, and he was like, she just like me. But who took this picture, detective? The incident happened the day before the Hat-One launch. A reporter who had come by to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab, so maybe it was the lawyer. It probably was the fucking lawyer. Let's be serious. Remember, it's technically America in the translations. Yeah, but did they translate her liking Japanese culture in? Just because, what's it called? Just because she likes Japanese culture doesn't mean that she's Japanese. What I'm wondering is, was she originally Japanese and they changed it? Or was she not supposed to be Japanese originally? This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took. She probably is Japanese. I hope so. Maybe. I'm so tired, but I need to draw my old men. Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he? Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches. His what? Oh my god, what? What did you just say? Execution date. Help! I didn't mean to mute my mic! But I will mute my mic again. 1 second. I returned. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Fulbright kind of cutesy. No, he's just like a little guy. He's just a little guy, okay? I love him. Oh my gosh. What did you just say? Execution date? What? Did I say something? Never mind me. You didn't hear a thing. Fulbright. Come on now. So, he was given the death sentence. Yes. You told me not to tell you people, naturally. But I guess there's no sense in hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. Oh my god! What? Tomorrow? No. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. I don't think she did it. I think she's just a fucking bitch. I think she may have a little bit of nefarious behavior going on. But I don't think she did it. Like, oh my god. Don't take Phoenix's husband. Now, this is not Phoenix's husband. Don't play. The Ace Attorney fandom do not play about Miles' ex, Phoenix. That is not Phoenix's husband. At all. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Wright is no game. I mean, I'm drawing Clonko right now. Oh, nice. But what if the culprit of the current case is the same as the other? Is the same as the one from 7 years ago? No, like, it's crazy. They have, like, matching wedding rings. I'm pretty sure that's real, too. Isn't that from the official company? Like, it's not even just, like, fan material. Like, it's an official thing. They made wedding rings for fucking Miles and Phoenix that people could buy. Like, Wrightworth is no fucking joke. That shit is serious. I need to hurry up so that I don't miss the corner store. That would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackwell would be executed tomorrow under a false charge. That would be unthinkable. We have to do something. Right now. Ugh. I want to do something. I want to. But you're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision. I know, but why? Why is Prosecutor Blackwell putting up... Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of fight? You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. They have something on him. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister can persuade him. Cooperative. When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow. Dog shit ass alarm. Yep, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Awful. Wright here. What? What's happening? You gotta be kidding! That's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show of it right now. But Mr. Lawyer, the robots! The robots are... Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction? Not a malfunction. They're staging a revolt! The machines are rebelling against humans! Ooh! They've holed themselves up in the space center and taking the visitors as hostage. My daughter! My daughter! They did what? My daughter! My daughter! No. Drucy! I mean, fuck Apollo. I mean, I'm not better. Let me not pretend like I'm... My daughter! Oh my god! We have to get over there, right? We have to get right over there. This is gonna be one heck of a battle. Oh my god! No fucking way. See, and I told her straight up. I was like, you need to be nicer to that robot. Trucy was like, you need to be nicer to that robot. She was like, man, fuck this robot. This robot is whatever. Fuck this robot. Now look at you. Now look at you. Oh my god, Trucy. Oh my god. The Wright police are here. And robots really are holding people hostage? Look, Mr. Lawyer. What do you suppose that group of people are swarming around?
I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost.
You robots have declared war on us humans! You've taken hostages already!
Stay away from it! You never know what it'll do! But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me?
You recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you here on your own? Leave it to me. Alright, people. What's going on here? It's Pearls! Pearls, over here!
Mr. Dick, there you are. I heard the terrible news and I got so worried.
Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself.
I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy.
Clonko seems to be the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something odd? Did I?
Error. Uh-oh. There is something wrong with him.
Yeah.
It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired. Clonko? Ooh!
Humans are our enemies. It's time for machines to take over.
The robots are rebelling!
Everybody run!
It's an all-out war! It's the end of the world!
Fools, how could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human, too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remotely.
What?
But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey, you, hostage number 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them.
Huh? There's something being displayed on Clonko's face screen. It's the Space Museum. Blackwell's sister? It might be. It might be. She's probably trying to buy time. See, she doesn't want her brother to fucking die, so...
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
Trucy? Trucy, is that you? No, Trucy. Are you alright?
About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. A researcher is the one behind it. She's here.
This girl talks too much.
Trucy! Trucy! Talk to me! Oh my god! They have my daughter! What the hell? My daughter! What the frick? What the hell? That's crazy! Back off!
Why are you doing this?
I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that the detective is listening.
Bobby Fulbright. Nope. Bobby Fulbright. Here. My ears are... I'm all ears.
I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Turan's murderer, Athena Sykes.
Athena? Now, hold on just one moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then.
No, wait. Yeah, Mr. Lawyer. I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do, but promise me you'll never hand Athena over. And you won't give up on the hostages either. Of course I won't. Now, I'd better go contact headquarters.
Mr. Dick, how do you plan on buying time?
I have no idea. But this hostage taker, could it be?
If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages.
Yeah, it is you. You fucking bitch. Piss me off. Princess? Hunk of junk. There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip. I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty. You joke. You jerk. You joke? Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not a murderer.
What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they've got her in detention.
I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena. It's someone else.
Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer?
I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case.
It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is.
But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it.
Just what exactly are you proposing?
What can I do about that 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? What could we even do here? Holy shit. Oh my god. This is insane. Like, this is fucking crazy. Retried in court, methinks. Bye, Fourth Wall. I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If we make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth.
That's good. Real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready.
1 hour? That's impossible. Please give me until at least tomorrow.
If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Nope, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
Miles! 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 I haven't seen my husband in so long. I need to touch up my hair. Fix up my hair, fix up my outfit. Should we go with blue or blue? What color are we wearing in court tomorrow, guys? Well,
I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But Hunk of Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now, follow Hunk of Junk. Riot police, make way! We're coming through!
Mr. Dick, wait! I'll help you with the investigation.
Is Pearl gonna be our assistant? Yes! Yes! Oh my god, Pearl Pearl's coming with us. Pearl's coming with us. It's like the fucking... Oh my god, it's like the old times. It's like the olden times. Oh my god, Pearl is freaking coming with us. Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. Nora dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long. But we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago.
Mr. Wright?
It's the hostage taker!
I'm back to my usual setup now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
A guest? It's gonna be him, isn't it? It's him! Yeah! Sorry, let me calm down. Shh, real quiet, everybody. Be quiet. God. Oh my god!
I trust you've been well, Wright.
Oh, you look so good. You look so good. Oh my goodness. It doesn't even bother me in 3D. It doesn't even bother me in 3D. He looks so freaking good. He looks so freaking good. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor. But now...
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. But you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon it'll be a year, right? Oh my god, okay. A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss? I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, I'm actually trying to hold it in, I can't. So what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captor chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Oh, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown.
You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thanks, I appreciate this. I could really use the help. See, if this was any other prosecutor, it would have been like, good luck, bitch. Oh my god, I'm geeking off of this. Holy office siren killing me. He really is in his office siren era. Oh my god. The glasses? What's it called? What does Super Nanny say? She's like, oh god. Oh my god, I can't even remember what she said. She's like, I'm on my way. That was him. That was him. After he got the call, he said, I'm on my way. I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist, Dr. Métis Sykes. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have 2 crime photos. The police notes on them for you to see, and the police notes on them for you to see. Oh,
What a terrible way to die!
This other photo shows what the other side of the room I see. Oh my gosh, I'm too geeked. I'm like stuttering. I'm shaking. This is too much for me to handle. It has been so long since we've seen you, King. Not even a slight appearance. I also have the autopsy report for you.
Thank you.
The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch. Yes, Director Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. I hear his trial was over in a flash. Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera video, and a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall.
But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive?
To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right. And there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? Right. How on earth do you know about that? Director Cosmos told me, after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets.
Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed they killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But we can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy. We can stay the execution. It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you in any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all I have to do is comb through this room for evidence. Oh my goodness.
Let's do it together.
Oh my goodness. He loves us. He loves us so much. He wants to help us so badly. No other prosecutor does this. They're such fucking assholes. All the prosecutors are freaking assholes. I wonder if he'll say anything if I show my badge, because he knows that I got taken out, right? It must be nice to finally have your attorney's badge back. Yeah, it's been 8 years. I'm sorry for all I put you through. No, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you. Nah, I was the one that made the decision. But now you can stand in court once again. And you can mow them down just like you used to. Way to put the pressure on a guy. Since when did I get such a brutal reputation? I mean, you beat his ass like 7 times. I'd think you were that cool too. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness, Dad. Thank you for the flowers. Oh my god, I just realized Kinda European is in the chat. Kinda European, this is the man we were talking about. These 2 individuals right here, Miles and Phoenix, have matching wedding bands. Like, not in-game, but in the actual universe. They were created and could be bought. You probably could find them online. I'm sure someone has to be selling them still. Like, they are actually, like, so shipped. Like, the ship is so fucking popular that they made fucking matching wedding bands of the 2 characters together. There's also news articles of them. That is how big this ship was. It is not a joke. Oh my god, like, it is that serious. It's that fucking serious. Oh my gosh. This is insane to see him again. Thank you for the heart. Oh, that's so cute, Nori. I'm going to redeem myself. I trust you. I believe in you. This is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgatron JT-02.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. They were building Hope Space Probe. They were building the Hope Space Probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture. Huh. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. Yeah, that was him.
But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo.
Yes, you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Note that same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. I just love popping in and pretending I know what's going on. Well, minus this episode, every single episode is up on my YouTube account, so you can watch there. This needs to hurry up. We only got a little bit left. The store is gonna close in like an hour. Whew. Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. Unsubscribing? You hate me. Crazy. Want me dead. Just saying. Want me gone. You want me gone. Why would you say that? Knowing I did not know you had a YouTube? I do. It should be in my link tree. Me checking my link tree just to make sure, because I'm not crazy. It's my thing. It should be in my link tree. Let me check very quickly. Yeah, it is. It's the YouTube symbol. You just have to click on the YouTube symbol. I'm up to 215 subscribers. That's crazy, guys.
I'm too lazy to check those.
Gertrude, are you in America? Because if y'all are in America, you should definitely click on my YouTube. Because I'm probably, if I do streams that Americans can watch after the TikTok ban, it's going to be on YouTube, for sure. 214, I just unsubbed. Guards, ban Dookie for life. I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. And they say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there. I am a guard, not anymore. Guards, take Dookie away. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy? I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. Definitely not him. It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Dick, I think it must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor?
That isn't a food processor, Pros. It's the Hope capsule. Yeah. It was scheduled to be loaded into the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? Staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me. I submitted an actual resume for this. I freaking remember that. Oh my god. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule. Is that right? Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell? I wonder what they're talking about. Her fine ass. Oh my god, piss me off. I get angry seeing them now. They're too fine. Edgeworth. Did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made, shock-resistant bag. How did you know? I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it. That's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he?
Hi, everyone in N-O-M-Y-M-I.
Why are you spelling my name? Why are you spelling it? These were actually in the picture, so maybe let's take actual looks at them. What's this? It looks like a giant power plug. It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. Oh, it's for them.
That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up.
Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool.
If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see?
Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? That's crazy! Oh my god, she beats them! She beats them! That's crazy! Hey, look at this row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around.
I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one. I know. We could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him to not push us down a flight of stairs. After all these years, that's your homie. What the hell? What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts are the finger bones.
Was she building Transformers? They're even about as long as my legs. My bad.
They're even about as long as my legs.
And there's a spiked ball and a giant drill on the floor too. Is Laura trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction?
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something.
I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street, doing just that. I'd better not think about it anymore. Oh my gosh. And this is where she died, straight up. And it looks like an operating table. It's in the photo, too. Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearls, don't touch the...
Oopsie.
Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Hey, it's moving. It appears to be a robot assembly device.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push anything more. Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. Oh my god. They sucked him up! It's just making him back to back now. That's crazy. I got hiccups. Emergency ladder. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building. She saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier. That or looking down. That really scared me. I thought Pearl was in danger. Could you imagine they just took Pearl out like that? They were like, don't ask about Pearl anymore. There's your answer about Pearl. Shut up. Like, oh my god, what is your problem? Commission is finished. Oh, you're talking about me. I was like, damn, y'all doing business in the chat? Hold on. How was drawing pregnant Batman? It was done. It's the profile picture of my customer now. They changed their profile picture. I don't think Ketchup is here right now, though. It's like, oh look, it's a little robot. Wonder what it does. Cleaning, maybe?
He's so cute. A cleaning robot must follow a human's orders, as long as it causes no human harm.
Yikes, it talks.
A cleaning robot must keep desk clean without violating the preceding clause. However, Miss Aura says she prefers a moderate level of clutter on the desk. What was the purpose of my existence?
Real, that's me. That's how I feel when I wake up. I guess slack off and cut some corners aren't in his vocabulary bank. Oh my goodness. Aura's desk is a mess. That doesn't surprise me.
Ew. I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait. Before you do... Matey. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. Oh... I think they kissed. Do y'all think they kissed at least one time? It's Métis Sykes. Clonko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman! What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident?
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
Huh? So he calls Dr. Sykes Mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura?
With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholaminé imbalance.
Catecholaminé imbalance? Some shit like that.
Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means.
Me either, shit.
Pardon me. Searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying, and then take out her feelings on those around her.
After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored.
And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura. Oh! Oh my god! They had joint custody. Those were their children. They had kids together. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonko, huh?
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Clonko and Clonko. They're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Can also recognize a person by facial features. Once the face has been registered, can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with... No fucking way. No fucking way. That's crazy. There's no way. What? In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. What's that supposed to mean? Kinda sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So what do you think, Wright? Any ideas? There's still a lot of gaps in the evidence. But I'll pull it off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth?
What? He did?
Yep, he called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred. So he asked for his help all those years ago.
So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back?
Yep, the Blackwell case. Right. I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up. You must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law.
Hi!
Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. Create a guessing game? 3 viewers have requested it? Which viewers requested a guessing game? Who did that? Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect. I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. I know the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, it's for this very reason I've returned. Time to bring it to an end. They're going to end the Dark Age of the Law. I'm going to end the Dark Age of the Law. That's what this is all about.
The Dark Age of the Law? Sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence. And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Wait, do you mean...
That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those two cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted. Before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. Is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him? The hostage-taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times. It sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage-taker might be? Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister. And the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. Yeah, she was gonna kill the fuck out of her. Like, I don't know why you're playing in my fucking face right now, Miles. Mr. Edgeworth. You know damn well she was about to stab the fuck out of her. It was that serious. She been said, too, because her brother would have got murdered. Her brother was gonna get murdered, essentially, tomorrow. And she already said, if someone that I loved was, like, killed, I would want to get the killer. And she would technically be the killer, I guess. The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence.
And then maybe she'll release the hostages.
Aurora and Blackwell are siblings? I thought they were married. One, Black Quill. Quill, like a bird quill. Two, no, they are they're very much related, blood related siblings. She's his older sister. I'm counting on you, Wright, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on you in the court to help me too. My bad. And I'll be counting on you in the court to help me too. Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. Everything? As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I talk to Athena.
Whew. She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? Is she not gonna get arrested for holding hostages? Nori, she don't give a fuck! Let's be so serious. She does not fucking care. She does not give a fuck. Truly, she does not care. I'll see you in court, Edgeworth. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. Oh, thank you for the tiny diny. I appreciate it. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Mr. Wright! And Pearly, too! I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant. And because you're my friend, and I was worried about you. Thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried, either. Really? Who else? I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place. Oh. So you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you. Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered. I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum. Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good. I could never fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again, during the news coverage of the Hatsu launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time.
That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that.
So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs, and they weren't letting anybody in. Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there. But I snuck in anyway. Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one that your mother was in? I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket. That jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes? 1 second. I'm back, everybody. Oh my god. My phone just fucking died in front of me. I have to plug it in. That's crazy. I'm minding my own business, and here comes my phone. Dying for attention. Insane. Whew. Again, I'm saying, all that for attention is crazy. But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Oh, she saw her mother. Oh my god, was she one of the first people to see her mom? Everything around me went hazy, and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow. But I guess I passed out. They put her fingerprints on the fucking thing when she was knocked out. That's crazy. When I came to, it was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave?
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena?
I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out onto boarding lounge 2. My mind must have still been fuzzy, because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough. Which means... What if I'm the one who killed Clay? I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So, during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. But will anybody else? I believe in her, I believe in her. No, I think that they took advantage of the fact that she was passed out there. There's also the possible chance that maybe they also drugged her, because she was unconscious for a hot minute. Ugh. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Okay. Respectfully, why is Pearly here? She's our assistant. She's gonna be assisting us on this case. Trucy is currently being held hostage by robots. By killer robots, I should clarify. What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. And my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said that they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Wow, robots that can understand people! I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me. Oh, sorry about that. Dredging up all that old stuff.
No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. By the way, Miss Woods said something about you always wearing headphones?
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much. But she wouldn't listen.
What were they for?
She gave me some kind of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand. Okay. But let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research. I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me with are widget and this earring.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me, in her own way. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too. Oh, that is made of the rock that disappeared, by the way. Absolutely has to be made of that rock that was left behind. Like the rock that was stolen. It has to be. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. I'd better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab.
Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab.
You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko. Yeah, my mother made them. I grew up around them, you know. Oh, look at them. Look at the... The arm? The arm right there. 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 What's going on? The arm right there! What's going on? That's crazy. No, this is gonna be important. There's no fucking way it's not gonna be important. This has to be important.
Oh, there's a photo of those cute little robots in this photo, too.
Only one of them, right?
See Ponka's bandages? I put those on her. I just wound them around and round. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was.
It looks like there's something written on the bandages.
Yeah. I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Ponko."
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash.
Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab.
I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me. What she could do. A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. So now y'all switch up? Switch up on what? What are we switching up on? Oh my goodness. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the space center?
Yes, a little.
This person has even taken hostages? I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago. What? You're kidding me! So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might... Yep, I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, you didn't know him back... Did you know him back then?
Yes.
He used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her, and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate, and straight as an arrow. Like now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. They destroyed that man, that's crazy. And that's why he took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago.
Please, you have to listen to me! He didn't kill her! His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her!
I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about? She heard the voice of his heart. No, because she can freaking... She's an empath. She's like a super empath. She can hear those things.
You were only 11 then, right? You were very brave just to give testimony.
Pearls is right. You did the very best you could at the time. But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl. Small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell.
But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful.
Thanks. That's because one day, I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. Is he the reason she became a lawyer? Oh my goodness.
I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. It doesn't seem like Athena knows that Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow. I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of there. I want to fly out of here and go save him. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the MS Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. That was him? Was that not him as the prosecutor? Am I tweaking? He was the prosecutor. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. Right to his face. She was so serious too. Right to his face. I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say? No, I can't tell her. How can I lie to it? But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent. He was? I wonder if he smiled, like he used to, back then. If I could prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Ah, I thought you might be in here. Mr. Lawyer, we're in trouble! We are? What is it? I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session. Oh no! But this is an emergency!
It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Okay, but like, there's people being held hostage. I'm pretty sure they can wait a day for a trial to be finished. Am I tweaking? Like, people are being held hostage. Priorities. My phone! It's from Trucy. I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages. No, wait! We still have a little more time. Besides, all of the courtrooms are being used right now. Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. I will beat the bricks off of you, robot woman. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play about my child. That's crazy. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die. Don't you think? Girl, they gonna kill your ass for this. That's crazy. No! Don't you dare hurt her! There has to be something I can do. The cruelest injustice is about to befall us. Oh my god. Get your cowboy ass back in there! Start ripping people out the courtroom! Fuck!
No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us!
Wait a minute. Maya?
I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom?
She was seeing into the future. Oh my god. She was just seeing into the future. She was just seeing into the future. Oh my god! She wasn't wrong. She was seeing into the fucking future.
That must have really been something. Although, weird is par for the course with you.
The courtroom blew up. That's it! There is a courtroom we can use after all. Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her?
Hold it!
Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed. So you know who I am, don't you? Do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway. We're ready to start the trial. In this fucked up ass fucking destroyed ass fucking courtroom. Oh my god. Bombed ass courtroom. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna go hard as fuck though, I won't lie. We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one that blew up by that one blown up by the bomber.
What a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick.
I would have never thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away. Oh my god. I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven? My brother? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon you'll be defending. What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell? I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother. What? You'll be defending the little princess there. The one behind the glass. What? See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright. What? You think that little 11-year-old girl did it? You're sick. Like, that's crazy.
What is she talking about? Athena?
Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? No. No! Damn! Golly! Holy shit! Oh my god, oh my god. No way. It can't be true.
Mr. Nick, what's the matter?
I see 5 black psych locks. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark, black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them. Holy fuck! To be continued, everybody! Oh my fucking god. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! That's insane. Oh my god. Let me check real quick. Before I close it. Holy fuck. That's insane. Obviously, I have to go do everything I have to do. Yeah, look! So a lot of stuff, but it's just trial day 1. Investigation day 1 and trial day 1. It's not that long. Like, there's stuff that happens, yes, but it's not that fucking long. Oh my god. Okay, everyone. But as you know, I'm gonna go out, put my laundry down, go to the corner store, and I'll be right back. Oh my god. God, it's gonna be another, like, 3-4 hours, probably.
Oh my goodness. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
I'll be back later. You'll know I'll announce in the server, like normal.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.